Dalek we've got coming to our event is quite sassy. Yeah, intrigued to see how that is. But yeah, it will chase you around and everything. So yeah,
Right.
you have been warned.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
Really looking forward to catching up with our next guest. Rob Turner, we're going to be chatting about Abbey-Con. Now, this is an Abingdon TV and film convention that's going to be happening next month. Rob, good morning, mate. How are you?
Morning, my bearded neighbour. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm very well, thank you. Well, look, we've kind of, well, I say we. I've heard about this for quite a while because we've been chatting on what have you on WhatsApp, and we kind of know a lot about what's going on. We're now getting into the business end of things, where it's happening next month. And it's taken on a life of its own. Just kind of paint a little picture for us about Abbey-Con.
So, yeah, Abbey-Con is a TV and film convention. We can call it a comic con now because we actually have a comic artist coming. So, yeah, it's just it's going to be a great family event that's happening in Abingdon. We realised there hadn't been an event like this for a while in Oxfordshire. Last September when we started planning this. Since then there has been 3 others, but that's the luck of the draw. But yeah, it's just a chance for people to meet some of the stars that have been in films like Star Wars, Harry Potter. We've got a couple of the original Gladiators coming, and then it's just the entire place, the venue is going to be filled with different things from different films and TV. So we've got a DeLorean coming out the front from Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Gremlins, all these sort of things, and there's going to be various stalls that you can buy lots of different cool items from. Yeah, there's just lots going on. We just want it to be a real good family event.
It
something that I would like to take my kids to.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's that whole family aspect, but also the big kids amongst us as well, and I include myself in that as well. As soon as you kind of start mentioning things like Star Wars, I mean, not everyone is into everything, but people will kind of have their like childhood memories about their favorite TV shows and the best things. And you mentioned a DeLorean, everyone just instantly goes back to the Future, literally, and kind of has that image and where they first saw it and seeing it, and that it must be a kind of a real kind of feel-good thing happening to kind of bring people together. And like you say, like you bring the kids along and introduce them to all of this amazing stuff that kind of you and me and we all kind of went through and go, oh, this was brilliant, this was back in the day. And then you can kind of live a little bit of your childhood through you.
Yeah, definitely. We do attend other events, and we do see parents, like even when we take our children to these events, and as you said, you'll see a DeLorean, it's like, oh my god, look, you can go and sit in a DeLorean. And sometimes the younger ones are like, what is that? It just looks like a really cool car. But yeah, once you've been to these events, then they're triggered, then they want to go and watch these films or whatever. But yeah, as you said, the big kid thing, most of the time when I talk about the event, I tell all the adults about the X-Wing that you can actually sit in and have your photo with, and that gets lots of people excited, as long as they know what Star Wars is about. But we're going to...
It sort of resonates, like instantly I have a smile on my face as soon as you mention kind of like an X-Wing and doing that. I mean, it sounds absolutely amazing and brilliant. And I know you mentioned that there's been a couple of others that have happened this year as well, but it shows the popularity and these things are evergreen. I mean, we're still talking about Back to the Future. We're still talking about Star Wars back in what was A New Hope in the late 70s. Did it come out? Early 80s?
Yeah, 77.
Yeah, these things are evergreen. They we're still talking about them. We're still loving them. The kids are still watching the new Star Wars films. The classics are still the classics, and they will be forevermore.
Oh yeah, definitely. Even things like we've got Dalek coming, and I recently had a conversation with a Dalek, which was quite weird at an event, where I was introduced as Rob from Abbey-Con, and the person inside the Dalek, spoilers there, everyone, the person inside the Dalek then spoke to me back through his Dalek voice, and instantly you're just back to being a little kid hiding behind the sofa watching Doctor Who. The Dalek we've got coming to our event is quite sassy. Yeah, intrigued to see how that is, but yeah, it will chase you around and everything. So yeah,
Right.
you have been warned.
A sassy Dalek. Put that on the poster. Abbey-Con
Yeah.
with a sassy Dalek. It's great. All of these things, and every show that you mentioned, there'll be some people that turn their nose. Like, I don't like Star Wars, and then you go, oh no, I was never a fan of Back to the Future, and then you kind of go Doctor Who, and you're like, okay, I'll watch Doctor Who. It's something for absolutely everyone to kind of be and involved in. It's going to be an amazing event, an amazing day to kind of like come and just experience all of these things, and from an organizational point of view, I know you're super busy with it and trying to sort it out. Do you think that you'll be able to take that step back and have a look and see all of this joy that these events bring and kind of go, oh, this is what it's all about?
We hope so, yeah. Especially our children are all coming, and we want them to enjoy it just as much. So my youngest two, as far as they're concerned, they're the bosses of the event. At 6 years old and 9 years old. But yeah, so we're hoping that we can enjoy it as well. I know that there's going to be lots of different pockets of our like friends that we've made at different events and stuff like that, and seeing them come together all under like say my roof would be quite special, I think. But yeah, so hopefully it'll be lovely.
Yeah, and there is a real scene for this. I've got a friend of mine who's a massive Whovian. Okay, and I say that like I've never said it before in my life, because I'm a Doctor Who. I'm not quite as au fait with as everything else, but he's a massive Whovian, and he goes to the kind of Doctor Who specific events, and he'll go and he'll like stay in hotels and kind of he'll see other like-minded people, and it's like meeting up with your friends, but your friends over this show that you've bonded over, that you're a little bit nerdy about, that you kind of know all the intricacies of it, and you know everything what's happened, and you also know the rumors, the characters, you know, the scripts and everything that's happened in it, and it's kind of like another friendship circle.
Yeah, there's lots of different friendship circles within the as you said, the community. I lean more to Star Wars and things, but I mean, just I always go through the floor plan in my head of the event, and we've got different pockets of things. So we're going to try and do like a Star Wars area and things like that. But, you know, we've got tabletop games in one room. So like your Warhammer style stuff going on with a local group. And then we've also got a local shop, Clockwork, not Clockwork Orange. I always do that. Clockwork Dragon.
Yeah.
They're coming and they're going to do workshops so you can learn how to play Pokemon properly and stuff like that. So that again, that's another little section in there.
Brilliant.
So yeah, lots of different pockets.
It sounds like you've got absolutely everything covered. It sounds absolutely amazing. Now I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit with this. Don't worry too much. It should be okay. I know you're a Star Wars fan.
Okay.
And all this kind of stuff. Have you got a little Star Wars? I don't want to say fact or something that will like a few Star Wars fans would go, oh, no way. A little something that you can pluck from the back of your mind. I'll put you on the spot, and I know you can do this, Rob. I know you can do this. If there's any little thing that you go, I'm going to say that, and people will go, oh, well, no way. Over to you.
Gosh, yeah, blimey. I've got quite a few, but yeah, I'm just trying to think. There's a character in the Cantina scene who will be joining us at Abbey-Con. Her name's Pam Rose, and she had an amazing little background scene. She was cast as Weird Girl on the casting sheet. And yeah, she has literally got an amazing shot, a still shot behind Sir Alec Guinness and Mark Hamill. But yeah, she'll be coming along, and she was also in Superman, and Batman as well. So I suppose that's a bit of a.
That's a little. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That someone in the background is called Weird Girl on the script sheet.
Yeah,
I think that's
on the call sheet. Yeah,
on the call sheet. That's absolutely amazing. That's brilliant. Awesome, Rob. It's been really great catching up with you. I'm sure Abbey-Con is going to be absolutely fantastic. Where can people find out more about it? Get a bit more info and when it's going to be happening?
Yeah, so we are on Facebook. So we've got Trooper Events UK on Facebook, Abbey-Con on Facebook. We have our website, which is www.trooperevents.uk. UK.
Yep.
Trooper Events UK. We are on Instagram, we're on TikTok, and we have quite a big presence on Facebook and all that. We are advertising everything till our fingertips bleed. So yeah, we're everywhere.
Nice.
We also we're attending a few events. So we have a Stormtrooper. I've never personally seen the Stormtrooper myself for some strange reason.
Weird.
We're currently advertising at Cineworld in Didcot every Sunday because they're doing Star Wars Sundays. So we're up there advertising, and then we'll be at Abingdon Air Show, which is coming up soon. Trooping around with a Wookiee and a Boba Fett as well.
Brilliant! Oh, that's going to be absolutely awesome. And the actual event is going to be on the 20th of October. And whereabouts is it?
So it's at the White Horse Leisure Centre in Abingdon, and yeah, it's Abingdon, October 20th, and it's the best place to be on that day.
Hey, there we go. That's the selling point. We love that. That's brilliant stuff. Nice one, Rob. It's been awesome catching up with you. Best of luck with the event. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely incredible.
Thank you very much.
Top man. Yeah, make sure you have a little listen. I've a look, I should say, just at Abbey-Con on Facebook, and you'll see all of the. I mean, literally, it's going to be absolutely stuffed full of incredible TV and film things. So make sure you go and have a little look at that.